Hey everyone, this here's Aaron with the Canny Couple. Joey's behind the camera, and today we want to take you through our winter squash, pumpkin, slash anything left pretty much in the garden harvest. Before we get started though, we'd really appreciate if you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Okay, so what we're doing here, these Trappuccinos, if you follow a lot of the homesteaders, it's very popular right now. So we are going through and picking off a lot of the Trampuccinos right now.
We had a bumper crop of those.
Yes, ones that are ready. Now when they do this, it's still got a little green to it.
You can pick them a little green.
We're looking for ones that are, oh, my cat in there came off, they're easily. So we're looking for ones that are brown so that they are ready to be preserved. You can eat them greener like a
Zucchini.
zucchini regular summer squash. So these are ones that are ready for us to store and use hopefully throughout a lot of the winter here.
And hopefully get some in the freeze dryer. And please ignore our jungle.
Yeah, as you can see, everything has grown up now, and we are past the prime. So, we've got quite a few to pick here. So we're gonna get through all this, pick it, and then take it down here and show you the haul that we have. Hey everyone, and we're back. As you can see, it's got dark, so we had to move everything inside here, but here is our haul so far. We still have a few more that are still green, a few that had grown through our fencing that when we cut those, we'll have to eat those immediately. But as you can see, a massive Trampuccino haul. We've got blue hubbards, we've got butternuts, we've got bananas, we've got other squash that I've forgotten what the name is.
Amish pie,
I
Delectica.
think those might be those. Yeah, and I think that, I don't know if,
It might be a cushaw.
yeah, it doesn't look like the ones you usually see, I think because our vines died off quicker than they were allowed to grow up more. But and over here we have our pumpkin haul. So there's a couple of really big pumpkins there, and then you got all kind of little, I think they're called
Jack B. Littles.
Jack B. Littles, yeah.
We didn't get any Cherokee tan this year.
No,
Like
no.
none.
That was the one we was expecting the most out of. I was expecting the most Cherokee tans, but in the back there's a couple of ones we'd picked a day or so ago squash wise. So
that blue
yeah,
one
blue
is
Hubbard.
It's a Hubbard or
It's a Hubbard cross.
yeah, it's a Hubbard
We've
cross
had
or something.
as you can see here when you look through these, there's so many here that you'll see that there's quite a few crosses where stuff cross-pollinated. I like this green and orange one back here in the back. It looks like a butternut banana cross. That's what it looks like.
We had a banana the other day that was like striped.
It sort of looked like this crossed with a banana, and oh my
it was
gosh,
so good.
it was really so good.
Those are the Hubbards. They're massive.
Yeah, and these here are, everybody talks about this as a great survival food because how good they store and how easy they are to grow. And there's a couple of these here that are, I mean, easily 5 to 10 pounds.
Oh, I think there was one that was like 15.
So some of those are really heavy. But as you can see, we had a massive haul this year out of our garden. If you look back and seen some of our other videos, you'll see the size of our garden. So most of this was done from a vertical aspect. So we put wire up and trained them to grow up it. Some of these were on the bottom of the ground, some were in the middle, some we had to support with things. But as you can see, it was a very good year for winter squash and pumpkins.
It was one of our best.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll still have, a handful here and there of things.
Probably 15.
Probably, that'd be a good estimate. But as you get back through here, it's a really big pile as well.
And they're big. They're good size. Can you pull out one of the Hubbards and show?
Yes. I sorry I had a watermelon between my legs down there that we pulled at the time. So these here are the Hubbards. They can get anywhere, they say, like 5 to 100 pounds, depending upon the size-wise. It's very unusual to have 4 or 5 of these, though. You know, we planted a few different seeds, but it's really unique to see that many different Hubbards because they have poor germination.
Very poor. But you only need.
You only need 1 or 2.
You don't need more than that.
Right. I think you said this was the...
I actually thought the Amish powered like almost the color of a butternut.
It might have been. Everything's sort of mixed now. It's very hard to tell, so that's why we separated it by...
Well, the vines grew so crazy that
did.
it was really hard to keep up with what vine was what.
But, I mean, Trumpuccinos, mixture of winter squash, and our pumpkin hull.
Yeah, and this one right here, these two are crazy heavy.
Yeah. So, really good, really happy with what we've done this year, and we'll put, you know, all this to good use as we'll be eating it over weeks, using this to save on our grocery budget, creating sides, creating you never know what, but we'll have to come creative with some of these, you know, as we've got quite a few, but
we're going to be freeze drying.
Yeah.
We're making powders for muffins and bread and pumpkin pies any time of the year. We love pumpkin pie.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're real excited about that.
Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the haul. I can tell you I got so hot and sweaty and dirty that I did have to change shirts. So if you did notice,
Show our watermelon.
I was like, I had to change. Oh, our little watermelons that we grow. These are about the size we get off of.
That's what we want, though.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we plan them to be, about personal size.
That one is one of the yellow baby dolls.
It is, and those are really good. I think we got those from Hosses.
That we did. They are. They're the one of the few that we're going to keep growing next year.
Yeah.
A lot of these little ones are so
seedy.
Yes.
Too seedy. And the silver Yamamoto or something like that. It doesn't have enough flavor for me.
Very bland.
It's very bland. It might be a good one that freeze dried, but overall as an eating watermelon, not one that will continue to grow. But
those were really good. We like those a lot. We're trying to cut back on those. We might cut back on some of the squashes as we try some of these. We know we'll grow the blue Hubbards, butternuts,
bananas.
The bananas, I like them better this size. That one we made the other day was so good. And we don't normally like, the bananas have a different texture. Yeah. But I did something different to it this time.
Yeah, you added a little bit of flour.
I added flour because it was so thin, and it completely changed the taste of that. It was so much.
I could have ate 2 or 3 helpings of that. It was so good.
It was just different. And then let's look at some of these pumpkins here. Look how tiny these are. Oops, look at focus in on there. So little.
Yeah, but you know, those did good.
They did very good. We got a great amount
We'll see
of them.
what they, you know, turn out like eating wise and everything like that. But
I'll probably just clean those, cut them in half, and throw them in the oven to bake.
Yeah, I mean, they were very prolific in that part.
They were very. For
the amount of seed we had those in, so we didn't have many of those plant wise, but it produced that amount. So definitely one we'll keep growing.
Yeah, and if they get big, we're okay with only having like one really big pumpkin. Because like one of these big pumpkins or big squashes, that's enough for 2 weeks worth of meals when we put that up.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we'll put this to use to, like I said, cut back our grocery cost, you know, and have sides on our regular meals every week.
Or make it for breakfast, whatever we decide.
Yeah.
Pumpkin oatmeal in our future.
Probably. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing our haul here that we got. You know, if you enjoyed it, you know, appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up. And if you got anything you want to see in a future episode, you know, send that to thecannycouple@yahoo.com. Make sure to go over and check out our link tree, and where it has links to all of our other content, including our podcast that we produce twice a week. And
as always, thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.